stand in the middle of the field, take his read away, and just he just threw it right to me. I was just good position, good depth, and was able to make a play on the ball.
I know you.
How many times do you think this game is over? Just different ways to finish.
Yeah, man. I mean, the game is never over, man. When there's time on the clock, the game is never over. So you can't really think it that way. You get ample amount of opportunities to be out there on the field, and we had the chance to seal the game. We didn't defensively, so definitely got to be better in that aspect.
Obviously, you want to win, these games, but is there something you kind of look at this loss and there's still things to hold your head high on?
We got to be better. At the end of the day, man, nobody likes a loss. You know what I'm saying? We competitors. We compete to win the game. And our mindset was to go out there and win the game, and we didn't get the job done. It's definitely a bad taste in our mouth, so we definitely going to learn from this and move on.
How did you digest what happened in the last minute and a half there?
We didn't make enough plays. At the end of the day, that's all it is. They made more plays than we did. We weren't ready to seal the game, get our offensive ball back when they was rolling, and we weren't able to seal the game. So definitely on our part.
Lavonte, we joined you late. We're here live on Buccaneers Radio. How much do you just credit Cousins for making enough plays at the end of this one?
Yeah, he made plays. He made plays, and we didn't. He got his playmakers a chance to make plays on the football, and they made plays, and we didn't. I gotta give them 100% credit. They won a tough football game, and they came out victorious.
I know you don't want to hear about moral victories, but this team battled hard, having to come on the road on 4 days rest. What can you build on out of the effort overall?
Yeah, battling hard ain't something that we worry about. We're gonna go out there and play hard. We just gotta be able to finish the game. We gotta be able to turn these type of games to victories. For us to get to who we want to be, we gotta be able to finish these games out.
Were you disappointed, Lavonte, not being able to pick up Bucky after the fumble, and if you make a stop, and win the game? Nobody's talking about Irving's fumble.
I mean, it is what it is. That's a part of the game. Bucky's a strong guy. He's going to recover from that. That's something that he doesn't do often. But, man, defensively, we get the opportunity to get on the field. We just got to get off the field,
So many open receivers.
Just got to make plays at the end of the day. We just got to make more plays than the opposite team.
Thank you. This game, Lavonte has the interception. You pick up Bucky after the fumble. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was an emotional last 4 minutes for sure. I mean, ups and lows, highs, but that's the NFL for you. That's this game, and we didn't finish.
How do you even digest what happened there in the last minute and a half of regulation, or are you kind of just looking around and waiting for what happened here?
See the final score, and you have to accept the truth at the end of the day. I mean, what happened, and there's no going backwards. So we have to learn from it, move forward, get back to Tampa, see the tape.
Is there things that you can kind of take away from this game? Obviously, that the loss hurts, but you guys played really well for the majority of the game. Went toe-to-toe with a really tough team.
Yeah, I mean, we just have to make more plays, in my opinion. Making tackles the first time and just making plays. Guys are jumping routes and guys are in the spot, but we have to start making those type of plays that will change games.
Kirk Cousins threw for 509 yards, and I'm sure you don't like to hear that, but at the same time, do you think you guys were able to kind of, bend and not break most of the time, most of the night?
For the most part, I mean, as a defense, when I see 36 points on the board, to me, that's not a very good game. And, he threw it, 60-something times for 500 yards, as a corner. Hate to see that. So, I mean, we just have to do a better job at the details, really. I mean, we're making our drops and we're in our coverage, but if the ball is caught, then that's a failed down.
Thanks.
The nights, it's emotional highs, emotional lows. How do you kind of move through this type of night and process it to kind of get forward like you did last week, rebounding?
I don't know. This is going to be, a tough 10 days. You lose a game like that, you're sick. I mean, you got a lot of season left, of course. That's what Coach said, but kids can't let games like that slip.
A lot of things went right, and then you had a chance to finish the game, weren't able to. And Baker talked about that sequence of plays, couldn't eat up the clock. What did you see on that last drive that you guys couldn't close it out?
Man, it was just tough. They did a good job. I've seen a lot of different stuff I didn't see. Like 2 safeties was down. It was 2 backers. I don't know. I don't even know. I'm mad. I thought the guy hip drop tackled me, but it is what it is. I ain't trying to get fined, so.
What made that second half so much more challenging for you guys to get things going on offense?
Well, I think we came out first drive. If I can recall, we was kind of flowing. Play happened. We got behind the sticks with a holding call. I think it was just like certain little things, and they did a good job. I think, the DC, Jimmy Lake, did a great job of starting stunning and sending some blitz into the run, and kind of try to slow us down, and that's what they did. And then Grady Jarrett had a couple good plays as soon as the backs got the ball. So.
What do you say to Bucky after that fumble? That was so big.
Just got to keep going. It's the NFL. He ain't never fumbled in his life. I was the same way. I ain't never fumbled in my life until I got to the NFL. And, it happens, and Bucky is a competitor. He blamed himself, and that's what I did before. So, just keep his head straight, make him keep going. He still got confidence. It is what it is. It happens. It's ball.
You finally get a chance to break one, a good long run. Is that you guys collectively just getting more and more confident on the ground?
Yeah, we all just getting better. We all just in sync with one another, cohesive. We all just pushing one another. So, yeah, I got to score that, though. I'm trash for not scoring. Appreciate it.
Did you think that you guys won this game when Lavonte had that interception?
Of course, yeah, I believe that we did. And then, we just didn't capitalize, all of us, collectively, everybody.
What does this do for you guys as you get ready to face yet another divisional opponent and a team that is often a challenge in the Saints?
It just make you hungry. You got a bad taste in your mouth and you're trying to get it out. Appreciate it.
That's really it. We had the ball in our hands twice to finish out the game. We didn't do it, so that's really all there is to it. Because if we won, we wouldn't be asking these questions. We'd be celebrating. So, yeah, it's tough. We put up 30 points. Both sides of the ball were flying around. Back and forth game. Twice now this year we haven't been able to finish with the ball in our hand on offense. So, yeah, got to get better at that.
On those lines, Lavonte gets that interception. Did you trot onto the field thinking that was it?
Yeah. Needed a first down, win the ball game.
So in that sequence, what just kind of went wrong? And Rachaad said that he saw some things that were a little bit different that they were doing.
Came up in 6-1. Nothing crazy. We checked through a different play. Was what it was. We saw 6-1 earlier in the game a couple times. So, yeah, they gave us the ball with a minute 20 left, minute 26 left. Yeah, I definitely thought that.
What about some of the stunts that they were doing? Did they do a little more of that in the second half, you think?
Not on the left side, not too much. Me and Ben got one early on. Yeah, maybe in the first drive we got a twist game. Other than that, it wasn't too bad. They were spiking the 3 and the 4 sometimes, but nothing crazy on the left side.
What did they do in that second half? Because the first half, Baker was not pressured at all. In the second half, they started getting a little bit more pressure on him. They changed something specifically?
Or is it what they were doing downfield?
Could have been stuff downfield. I don't know. I thought the pockets were pretty good. There was one where he got the sack. We were down in the red zone. It's just tough. Not a lot of space for the guys to work. So stuff happens quicker. Brought a safety a couple times, but nothing too fancy. It's just it was a back and forth game. We had the opportunity to close it out, and we didn't. So sucks. We got 3 days to let it steep. It should hurt. It should suck. See him in a couple weeks. We got Saints next week, and then they're coming to Tampa a couple weeks after that. Got to move on. Sucks. Pissed. Not happy about it because it was right there. They gave it to us. They said, through Lavonte a pick. They said, here you go. You guys win. We shit it down our legs. So, what do you do? Move on.
Rachaad busted a big run tonight. The run game just seems getting better and better. How do you feel about it?
No, it was fun. Got our gap stuff going. That was good. Worked for us last year against these guys. And that was fun. Yes, I told him he's got to unhook the plow. He's got to go score that one. That would have been fun.
He called himself trash for not scoring.
I wouldn't call him trash, but got to turn on the Jets.
How do you just process what happened in the last minute and a half and then in overtime?
Yeah, we got to finish with the ball in our hand. That's about it. I told these guys, they gave it to us. Gave Lavonte an interception. Minute 26 left. Got to win the ball game.
Thank you.
just as big a game next week?
I mean, you just look at the film, learn from your mistakes, and then move on to the next. This week over with, so you got to just keep going. It's a long season.
Coach said everybody looked like they're in the right places. At the end of regulation, also in the overtime, it just came down to stepping into a tackle, making a tackle. How did you see that sequence?
Well, I was on the far side, so by the time I saw everything, the guy was already running the football, so I'm not sure I got to see it on film.
What did they do to really be effective? Oh, way down the middle too. The pass game, a lot of yards after the catch for them.
Man, they kept finding open windows in the coverage.
Is this one of the ones where you don't want to look back at the tape?
Nah, you will want to look back at the tape so you can see how you can get better and just learn from your mistakes, because you don't want to ignore the fact that you don't want to ignore watching this game, because you may never know how you're going to get better throughout the season.
When you saw Lavonte run off the field with the ball in his hands, did you think, all right, that's it, we got it?
A part of me thought it was over, but then again, I'm always like, it's not over until the clock says 0.
No, we knew they had 3 timeouts, so they can stop the clock and get the ball back. But great play by Lavonte. We wish he could have ended it right there. Just got to do a better job finishing both sides.
You guys did a really nice job pressuring him on it. Once you got to him earlier in the game, you were able to get more and more. Did he start getting rid of it quicker? Is that why they were having more success down the middle, especially at the end of the game?
We'll have to look at the film, but yeah, it seemed like he was just getting the ball out of his hands. We were reaching, we were within inches of him, but that's how the game goes sometimes.
And just the way the game went, first half, second half, what did you see different that they did to kind of – a lot of yards after the catch for them. I know once it gets past you, it is what it is, but what were you seeing happening?
They were just doing a good job, beating our coverage and just playing, catch. We were just, being ourselves out there, but it was just one of those things. We'll look at the film, make our adjustments, but, hell of a game. I love the fight and the grit of this team. We'll definitely learn from this.
This has already been an emotional season, up, down, up, down. You just bounced back last week. I know it tastes bad right now, but you're going to process this and have another difficult game next week. How do you get through this?
Take these days off, get your mind right, get your body right, come back, have it on your mind, this feeling, we come out here, overtime, you lay it on the line, you expect to get a win, but, that's how the NFL goes, but come back ready to work.
Is this one of the more wild endings that you have been a part of, win or loss?
Yeah, walk-off touchdowns hurt. It sucks when you're, on the losing end. It's amazing when you're on the winning end, but that's how the game goes.
Thank you. Yep.